Grand final up here. The Drongos up against Sandcastle, and there has been a little bit of a change as Sandcastle, they lost AoE Amp. He had pre-plans, he had to go traveling, and the tournament did go on a little bit longer than expected, as we expected it to finish 15 minutes ago, and we're just heading into the grand final now. But it's going to be a good one, and the fantastic news is that I have with myself the one and only Rankies. How's it going?
Oh, it's going fantastic. Thanks very much for the intro, Yummy. How about you?
I'm doing well. It's good. Somebody asked me that for a change, and that's why we all like you, Rankies. We're just fixing up the overlays, and we're going to go straight into this one. And I do have to thank as well Mike Rules for the host. So there are quite a few people in the chat, and just before we go into this match, because it is going to go longer than 6 p.m. If you are from Oceania and you want to participate in the 2v2 Hoops tournament for charity, please go straight to Rocket League Oceania Discord right now and sign up a 2v2 team. It's going to be hoops, it's going to be rumble, it's going to be a ton of fun, and it's all for charity. Get your donations ready as well. You know, even just a couple of bucks to donate will be epic, and we will have that coming up straight after this match. But because it's going on and the 6 p.m. deadline for sign-ups, go and sign up now, and it's going to be great. Hopefully I can sign up too, but I might be a little bit late. So regardless, we are going to go straight into this match, and Rankies, it surely is going to be a big one. The Drongos have come through all the way from almost last seed, and I had a quick check as well to see exactly what seed they were, and they came in as the second last seed of the tournament, and they've gone all the way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're in their 7th match today in the grand final, and just completely beasting it. They're wrecking it, and it's going to be a great match.
With that being said, fair enough, Sandcastle, they did beat Atletico pretty convincingly, it seemed, but when they're going up against a team that, as you said, they've been playing for so long and they've been absolutely beating it the entire way, it's hard to say, especially because AoE Emp has subbed out. It's going to be Lunch Packer jumping in with him, so you know, you look at Sandcastle and their other disadvantage is they've got 2 Western Australian players, so 2 people with 60, 70 plus ping. Yeah,
it's 60, 70 plus ping. Lunch Packer coming in last moment. And, you know, before this match started, I would have said, you know, Sandcastle were the team to beat. They have this in the bag almost, even though the Drongos have shown time and time again that they can beat anyone. But with this change up, with Lunch Packer coming in and these guys not having that level of synergy, I actually think that right now the Drongos might be the favorite to take out the tournament from second last seed.
Absolutely. It's definitely deserving as well. They fought for so long, been doing such a good job, but you know, can't forget Sandcastle did beat Atletico, albeit with 2 of the 3 players that are playing on the team right now, so I'm sure they're going to put up a hell of a fight, Yummy.
Yeah, it should be really good, as we see a lot of midfield play coming out already. And CJ needs to get the clear across and manages to do so. Great teamwork from both teams, but nothing truly dangerous on net so far.
Yeah, well, there's almost a shot that came through there from Schnutz, but promptly blocked out there by Dumbo. Very good defender. But he has Lunch Packer in net now. CJ's going to throw this out to the right side of net. Lunch Packer comes out, tries to go for a clear. It's going to be put in the center by Schnutz. CJ to receive back to Corez. Throws this one, trying to get a backboard pass play, happening. Dumbo with the pass out, but CJ gets the pinch back in the center. Although Lunch Packer with that poorly timed landing there, that's really unfortunate. Potential shot on goal gone astray, Yummy.
Yeah, it went a little bit astray there, and not quite exactly what the team of Sandcastle really wanted, but it looks like they're feeling each other out. They don't only have to feel out the Drongos at this point, but they're trying to work out their rotations, try and work with each other as the net opens up. Dumbo does not miss those, and a bit of a mistouch coming out from the team of the Drongos, but 1-0 and a great set of pressure coming out.
Really unfortunate there for Schnutz, no one else in the net to be able to back him up on the pass across, but as you said, 1-0 for Sandcastle. They'll be very happy with that. Schnutz trying to make something happen off the kickoff here. Blitz will pick it up and throw it downfield. Staying with the ball nicely here, gets the touch over the top of CJ, but he does get the block out. Nice epic save there, Cause. Now trying to get this one through the center. Dumbo to return it. Schnutz in a very bad position here, needs to get this cleared. There's Blitz to bring it back in. Dumbo, touch over the top. Trying to work for a back pass to Lunchpacker, perhaps. CJ there to interrupt. Lunchpacker now got the ball on the side, can't really do anything right above it. Schnutz will now get this one cleared up, but Dumbo intercepts that midfield play, puts this one off the backboard here. Lunchpacker up in there, won't be able to do anything with that. Corres misses. Big Blitz now. Touch over the top of Schnutz, but CJ, good positioning there for the defense, Yummy.
Yeah, they're really showing up in defense, and that's a big thing to do against Sandcastle. You've seen it all semi-final, and now already in the grand final, some really great offensive passes that come out and open up the defense. But right now, the Drongos are just holding strong. They play patient in defense and just wait for the shot to come in. It's working out brilliantly for them.
Good play downfield from Corres, but Lunchpacker puts it over the side. Schnutz will pinch it off the wall, put it back in the center. It's a great pass, but Dumbo there early to block this one. Blitz going for the shot, but Lunchpacker completely depossesses him. That's unfortunate. I don't think he realized Blitz was going for the shot, and CJ, this center ball, Dumbo is there to defend. Lunchpacker again, getting this one cleared out. Corres off the backboard. CJ's there, the left side flip to try and correct it, but Blitz, first touch to get that one cleared. Little cheeky touch on the curb here for Lunchpacker to run onto. Schnutz, a good block there up in the air for Dumbo now. It puts this one down towards net, and Corres is there. This one blocked out. CJ a little bit out of position here, but it's okay. Schnutz has worked his way towards net, and Corres with that demo onto Lunchpacker has reset him exactly where he needs to be, Yummy.
Yeah, they've switched it up right now. The Drongos are holding the midfield very well, getting a lot of great 50-50s, great challenges there, and preventing the attack coming out at all from Sandcastle so far, as they've been stuck in their defense, and that's a great opportunity. They're not comfortable there.
Exactly right. CJ now off the sidewall, aiming towards net. Want to pass play off the back ball for Corres. He puts it left post, but it's gone a bit wide. Did get that boost steal, so he's working for a pass. I apologise there. We'll get that muted right away. But Dumbo now could make something of this. Trying to get it over the top of the net for Blitz to come through. Unfortunately not there. Does get the shot eventually, but Corres is there for that epic save. Resetting now, trying to make an offensive play down the field. Corres again, a little bit of a poorly timed landing. Lunchpacker there to try and disrupt things. Dumbo now. That touch is going to set Lunchpacker up nicely. A good challenge from Schnutz, but it's not enough. The pass is there, but Blitz got demoed by CJ. What a play in defense.
Oh, the demo goal coming out, and he's looking for that demo award. It might not be the best demo of the tournament so far, but it was one of the most crucial, as they only have 25 seconds left, and they need to make this one goal, tie up the game, before it is too late, as Lunchpacker comes in. Working well, very well with the other two. Schnutz is trying to take this to the side and get this into the forward half. There is an opportunity here. CJ just needed to put that on. X-Cause needs to do so as well. And that was a missed opportunity for the Drongos. 1 second. We are at 0 seconds now. Until the ball hits the ground, it is still time, but Pythagoras and, should I say, Sandcastle take out this first game, and they did so not convincingly, but they did it well.
Absolutely, and they put up with a lot of pressure from the Drongos as well. It's not like they weren't trying to get those shots downfield, you know, especially when Sandcastle, we'll get those team names changed, I'm sure. When Sandcastle was setting up that offensive play, the demo came out on Dumbo. That was absolutely crucial. If that demo wasn't there, it was a pass into a shot. It would have been a second goal for them for sure. So the Drongos, you got to give credit to them. They were doing the best that they could with that. We did see Sandcastle prove a little bit too strong there. Very close game, so it'll be interesting to see how it works out in game 2 here. I mean,
yeah, and they just did so off some very excellent offense, set up some great opportunities, and again we have the OCE servers going down for maintenance. That is what we like to see. Classic OCE server gameplay in the grand final. But we are going to go ahead and remake this match, and I'll just make sure we still have the same correct, this time, team names. Just got to wait for the last of the players to trickle out of the match, and we will be straight into game number 2. Renkies, you're still in there as well. What are you doing, mate?
Everyone's in there, it seems.
It doesn't show who disconnects, but we are now ready to go. Sandcastle are one game up in the grand final. The Drongos are trying to make the full tournament run. The difficult bracket, Sandcastle coming in here as favourites for this match. And the winner goes home with 120 Australian dollars. Second place, $60. So there's $60 on this game, but both of these teams have already earned $60. And I must emphasize, all of the prize pool that is here today has been donated by the OCE community. Individuals around the community have put up $210 total for this tournament in a huge display of what OCE and Rocket League communities are about.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure half of that is between you and someone else, isn't it, Yummy?
There were 3 people, myself, Wasted, and Evil NZ, who all put $50 each. I only put originally $30 into the tournament lunch packer. What a ground pinch coming out from him. He loves the montage plays, and he goes through it here where he goes a little bit past, and it wasn't quite a ground pinch, sorry, but it did carry over the top of CJ, and lunch packer, the sub, coming in, trying to carry the team home.
Absolutely. We really should have seen the save there from CJ, but perhaps not realising the lunch packer was coming in that fast. Couldn't jump in time, it looks like.
Yeah, it's so difficult to judge that one as well. You didn't see it coming. He's missed the ball. He's whiffed it completely. No, lunch packer knows exactly what he's doing. And that is an important goal. It's those big shots that come out from Sandcastle that are going to be difficult for the defense. And what a shot by X-Cores. Crossbar and down.
Picked up the boost right away, and as you said, came along that wall, shot it long, bar down. What a shot as well that was, and that's exactly what the Drongos needed. They didn't get it in the first game, but they need to tie things up as soon as they can, and they've done so. Within the first 50 seconds of the game, 2 goals scored already.
Yes, fantastic.
Could be shaping up for a bit of a high-scoring affair.
And he just got underneath the ball as well, just ever so slightly, just to get that height on it, and it was enough. The pass, he actually made the pass to lunch packer, but decided to go for a clear instead. Blitzinator looking to carry this down the pitch for lunch packer, and I got to admit, lunch packer has been doing a great job fitting in. He is a passy player, and that is perfect for the team of Sandcastle.
Oh, absolutely. Blitz and Dumbo, they work really well with team pass players. Bit of a whiff there comes out from lunch packer, and I'm sure Mr. Snarf will be watching that for the biggest whiff award.
Yeah, there's
that's another thing to mention as well. There are awards with prizes, but as we say that, CJ with the pass across to Schnutz, he's going to put it in the back of the net.
Look, Rinkies, just give it up. Stop trying to talk about, awards and things that are happening in OCE, because every time we do, Schnutz, CJ, lunch packer, they just all come in with a sick goal, and right now, the Drongos have taken the lead. It's just a surprise. We've been seeing it all tournament. They've been, the dark horse the entire way. Nobody expected them here, and they still show up and are taking the lead up against Sandcastle of all teams.
Absolutely, and that was a great save as well from X-Cores off the back of the shot that came through. Lunch packer trying to get this one cleared. Bumps from CJ. Won't be enough. Dumbo now. With the pass forward for lunch packer, trying to get in the back of it, just gets enough off of his nose, gets a good pass into the center. Dumbo's there, but CJ with better positioning gets that one cleared out. Schnutz here to support CJ, and Blitz will get this one cleared off the wall. Dumbo, what a touch off the tires there to send it over the top of him. Lunch packer off the backboard. Blitz is there as well. It's another touch from lunch packer as the challenge came in from CJ. Dumbo, what a shot angle, trying to drop it down enough, even put tires to it, but just couldn't get it to drop enough, Yummy.
Yeah, it was so close, and this is the opportunities that looks like Sandcastle are really going to be making. Those high aerials are really difficult for the Drongos to save. They're not getting up to those backboard shots, and while this is a map with a very small backboard, they need to be hitting that over and over again. It seems to be their weakness.
Absolutely, and as you were saying, the map's got a very small backboard. It does make it a little bit harder to get up on there and defend it as well. So to take advantage of the backboard plays is definitely going to be something that any team that's good at that is going to be their strong suit on this type of map.
Yeah, and we do have Some great defense coming out from the Drongos. Even a clear, this might go all the way. Plitz just had enough boost to get back in the time, but it looked like he was struggling as the pressure has been on for the Drongos now, and they are not looking to stop it, despite being ahead.
It was 3 whiffs back to back there. CJ trying to get this one past Lunchpacker, can't do so. He puts it downfield, return by Schnutz. The center pass comes out from Plitz after the demo from CJ onto Lunchpacker. Dumbo in net now. Be able to get this one cleared into the center. Lunchpacker with the shot on. It's early, and CJ not expecting that. Jumped up, tried to get the save, but yeah, credit to Lunchpacker here. What a shot.
Yeah, what a pass in defense to shot. Just that generation of power from a sideways touch to a forward touch is massive, and Dumbo recognized there was so much time for the team. Something that we haven't seen much from the Drongos. They've been really going for the power shots. The fake coming out from CJ was almost enough right there, but just saved out the last second.
Yeah, good read from Lunchpacker there. It's been cleared out now by Dumbo. CJ will try and get this one centered again.
Plitz, CJ.
Attempt there, CJ. He got the goal anyway, but if Plitz had got the touch here, I think it might have just helped out CJ even more.
Yeah, it was difficult to touch and make. He would have sent it into the middle, but the important part was CJ read that from start to finish and just got up to the ball first because he saw it coming off that top corner.
Next kickoff here. Stalemate's in the middle. Plitz getting the first touch. Dumbo off the curb here. Lunchpacker's up in the air, but CJ will beat him to it. Throws it down, looking for a pass into the midfield. It's going to be put out for Schnutz. Here we go, Dumbo with that clear out. Ex-Corres. It's a dangerous position here. The whiff comes through from Plitz, and he will get it centered for his teammates, but they're not there. Dumbo chips it over the top of Schnutz. CJ forward to Schnutz now, but it's a change of positioning there as he retreats out. Dumbo trying to clear it across nets. Not enough. CJ almost there. Off the backboard, it will be pinched out, I believe, from Plitz and Dumbo. A bit of a weak touch, though.
I just like how you never see the Drongos overcommit. They will put 2 people forward. They'll even go very hard at the ball, but they know how to stay a little bit reserved and make sure that they can cover the defense at the same time. It involves the ability to read the play, and right now Plitz is trying to tie up the game. There's 1 goal left between the two of them and only 7 seconds. Drongos want to tie up this series so badly. Plitz is going to send this high for the last moment, but Lunchpacker does not have the boost. The Drongos take out game number 2. And we have turned this into a best of 5, Rankies.
Great stuff here for Drongos. And as you were saying as well, that you pointed out the Drongos, it was good to see they were playing a little bit safer, much more reserved, not overcommitting to anything. And, you know, they had that 1 goal lead, and you could tell they just really wanted to hang on to that. They didn't want to give anything to Sandcastle. It just goes to show that they're definitely respecting those shots that come in. Lunchpacker had already gotten a long goal off a great pass from Dumbo. So, as you said, great to see the respect being given to Sandcastle there by Drongos. They played the safer, smarter game, and they were rewarded for it.
Yeah, respect coming out from Drongos, but Sandcastle, they've realised that they have to start giving respect to Drongos as well, as they've been able to put on some really great solo attacks, as well as a lot of just great reading of the angles. So they're hitting those corners well, and by golly, they're huge corners. They're hitting them well, and they're reading them well, and just getting to the ball first. Not even from just mechanical speed, just from predicting the walls, and it is working out. We don't have our third player, Lunchpacker, connected. He's connected late. We'll see if they continue on. I think that they will. They'll wait for Schnutz to come and get that first touch, and then they'll start the match. There we go. Game number 3, Sandcastle versus the Drongos, playing for $180 here in the grand final, and whoever takes this game is taking the series lead.
It's going to be great stuff to take the series lead. Going down in any series is always a dent into the confidence. Especially, if it were Drongos to take out this game, that'd mean for Sandcastle, they then realise that they've lost 2 games back-to-back. They've got to try and figure out what's gone wrong for them. Corres with a great pass there in the midfield. CJ won't be there in time. Schnutz, however, trying to read that off the ceiling. It will be put out by Plitz. We just see CJ again up in the air, but a good read from Lunchpacker to send this one forward for his team. Corres up onto the sidewall there. Plitz to Dumbo. Almost a great redirect there off the pass into a shot, but a bit wide there, I mean.
They're using those wide layers of the pitch, the huge space that they have to get those big, long passes going. And it's working quite well, but they're not going quite wide enough or getting ready enough to change the angle and slam it into the net. That's why the last one went a little bit wide, but they do have an opportunity. Dumbo with the side flip. He jumped up a little bit side and just corrected at the last moment. He doesn't miss those. You see him put that one in, and that is the first goal to Sandcastle.
That's the mark of a great player as well. There's not too many other people in the OCE scene that would have been able to score that. It's great to see Dumbo able to get the read as it came down off the ceiling. As you said, the side flip straight off the front of the nose as he rotated around. It's a good first goal for Sandcastle, but I'm sure Drongos will be looking to equalise right away as they did in Game 2. We can't forget, they conceded the first goal in Game 2, but they still came back, and there's going to be a second goal, though, for Plitz. It's going to be a long goal, and that's going to make things a little bit harder for Drongos here.
Long goal from Plitz, and the ball just spilled out for him. He had plenty of time, but most importantly, he recognised that the net was empty and threw it in. I have seen some people in the chat have been asking where did the $210 go down to $180. There is $30 in prizes for grabs, so three $10 awards for best width from Mrs. Snarf Snarf. $10 for the Death Demolition. Plitz puts another one in. What a great redirect from him. As well as $10 for the slowest goal, and the teams throughout the entire tournament have been sending in their replays to try and win those awards, but they're not in the prize pool. There's something fun for even the teams that don't make it into the grand final to compete for and just have a little bit of a laugh and have a bit of a silly time. CJ opens up the net right there, but not able to finish it off as the bounce was a little bit awry.
Absolutely. And just a quick question, Yummy. Have we had any people submit any of the replays for most assists in one game?
Well, the most assists, I think we're doing that over the series of both the semi-final and the grand final. And AoE Emp actually had, I think, 10 assists in the semi-final. Wow. And it might be enough to go through. But right now, Sandcastle are just going off. It's one of those games, and I think we're going to see the Drongos just get absolutely blasted in this one. But it's important for them to keep their mind straight as Dumbo with the angle off the backboard. That is the fifth goal.
Close. What a shot as well. Rotates upside down. Only just finding its way in the corner. Schnutz was there, but just not there in time. So close to getting it off his nose and pushing it down. Might have gone in either way. And as you said, it looks like the floodgates are opening here for Sandcastle, and they're putting as many goals in as possible. It's really going to hurt Drongos. The mental game is a huge factor, obviously, in Rocket League. And they got to look to try and not let this affect them too much and bring it back in the next game. And I say that because I think it's highly unlikely they're going to be able to bring it back in this particular series, in this particular game, especially with half the time expired already.
Yeah, I can't see a team like Sandcastle letting a 5-goal lead go away. Even like a 4-goal lead, I could see, possibly. But 5, like if they do, then it's because they attempted to get, the slowest goal award over and over again, or purposely tried to get that best whiff award, as another goal should be coming out here. Plitz puts that top left corner. That is his strength, those aerials right in front of net. He gets the angle every time, and I think that Batmobile really helps him out as well. But the big thing to go home with here is that the Drongos need to not let this get to them. You always, in every single long series, end up having one game that doesn't go the distance, that just goes completely wide. We've seen it time and time again. As long as you play well in the one afterwards, you'll be alright. But we haven't seen anything about the mental game from the Drongos. Again, they only just came back into competitive after a 6-month hiatus. So we'll have to see if they still have what it takes.
Yeah, credit to them, they're trying. The pass players in front of the Sandcastle net, they are there. As you said, the big hiatus, I don't know how much they've been practicing. It certainly doesn't look like they've lost too much of their touch. But,
yeah, they've definitely even improved from the last time. Just mechanically, far better than they were. CJ! What a pass play coming out from the Drongos. 1, 2, 3. They saw each other well. And that is what they needed, setting up the Brazil, but more importantly, giving themselves the confidence, at least saying, next game, we can definitely score 6 goals.
Oh, absolutely. There's a nice L-shaped setup there on the right wing. As you said, X-Corez to Schnatz over to CJ. CJ, absolutely fantastic pass played. I got to agree, I don't think it's going to be enough for this game, considering it's just over a minute left and there's still a 5-goal lead for Sandcastle.
Oh, this should be another one.
Schnatz will put it in.
Schnatz, that was a great finish, but X-Cores took out 2 players here from Sandcastle, and most importantly, they were the only 2 players left in defense. The wall plays is doing really, really great work for the Drongos, as they seem to be so strong on the wall, and it just gets to that wall so often, Renkies.
Absolutely. They're taking great advantage of it. You know, we were doubting them, but that's 2 goals pretty quickly. Still 55 seconds remaining. It's possible to bring it back. It's just hard to see Sandcastle letting it go. They're putting on the pressure. However, it's when they put on that pressure, it seems to be the Drongos just coming up with the better counterattacks so far.
Yeah, they've been doing great. They've shown up and they're getting some powerful plays, which is what they really need. Dumbo looking to get that center. I thought there wasn't someone back, but CJ, what a dunk from him. As looks like Sandcastle are attempting to get one last goal. It won't be the Brazil, but maybe setting up the 8 to BU.
Yeah, it could be. It was a good goal from Plitz as well. Almost saw the steal come in from Dumbo there. Tries he wasn't going to be able to get it. But 27 seconds left, and still could go either way. We could see another goal drop in for the Drongos. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, look, they're not going to win here, but they could get a goal.
Oh, no.
And that would be important. 20 seconds left. Getting the last goal can really help with those nerves and that pressure. And, you know, even though it is just a fun community tournament, there is quite a lot of money on the line for these teams. It's the biggest tournament of the week, funnily enough, and the first tournament for these guys to be in. Sandcastle take out this game, and what a showing by them. The first half of that, they just went off. They couldn't miss a shot. They got their passes down pat, and it's when a team looks like that, and if they can carry that into the next game, then they'll be unstoppable. But Drongos, they did come back in that second half.
Absolutely, and I got to give a shout out as well to my man Lunchpacker with 5 assists in that game. Absolutely amazing stuff there. That's what I love seeing. I love seeing pass plays.
Well, he is a very passy player. Whenever he's trying, and I said earlier that he makes those montage videos, his version of montages is pass play. So he's always looking for pass plays. And even though in a tournament setting he doesn't get anywhere near as many off because of the level of pressure, he still knows exactly how to touch those passes, how to get the ball to his teammate in the perfect position to set them up. And if he has another game like that, then I don't know what Drongos are going to do.
Well, there's not much they can do, especially going up against players like Lunchpacker, Dumbo, and Plitz. They just got to try and keep the ball away from them. But that being said, that's a difficult task in and of itself.
Yeah, it's very difficult. One of the things they need to start doing is just intercepting the ball on those passes. They know that Dumbo and Lunchpacker are going to look for the pass. Plitzinator is going to go forward. So just get between Plitzinator and the other two, intercept the pass, just like they have been earlier in the day, reading those passes really well. They need to do it again at X-Cores. He saw Dumbo was missing that one and put it in the bottom left of the net. That is exactly what they need.
And that was really great for Schnutz as well. I believe what happened there was he got a bump onto Lunchpacker to add some power to that ball. Sent it perfectly off the backboard to where X-Chorus was working. They took perfect full advantage of that situation. It's really going to help them out, picking up the first goal in just 8 seconds. So good stuff here for the Drongos.
Yeah, it's excellent work by them. They're going to want to carry on with that lead and play safe. Plitzinator with the ground pinch. And CJ just at the last second gets that 50-50. A brilliant challenge coming out from him, but that will keep the game at 1-0. Plitzinator is there forward, and they get the intercept this time, keeping the ball out of the defense, and they are looking for that counter-attack goal.
They certainly need it. They don't want to let Drongos have a lead for too long because they didn't do too bad in the second game. You know, there were a lot of goals that came through from Sandcastle, but all in all, they've reacted quite well to it, and they've come back pretty strong, picking up the first goal in this one. Already looking for the second. A good demo will open things up. X-Crow takes the long shot. Lunchpacker, what a save. almost put it in, but just enough off the bar there.
Yeah, it was very, very clearly purposefully off the bar. Not an accidental, almost own goal, but gets away with that one. 1-0 is still the score, and Drongos are looking to take this onto the attack. He sends it wide, but Lunchpacker coming in, and a demo as well coming out from Dumbo helps prevent the attack from really coming to fruition.
It's a good touch there from Schnutz off the back of, I think it was Plitz's attempt that came through, sent it a little bit high. And again, the counter-attack's coming out from Drongos, CJ off the backboard here. No one there to receive it just yet. Schnutz does come through. The challenge Plitz, the only one in net, gets the touch over the top of CJ. We do see Lunchpacker touch it back out to the side for Plitz. Staying with the ball here nicely, both of the players are. Challenge comes through from X-Chorus. It's not enough. CJ with the touch to slow things down, but Dumbo gets the demo on X-Chorus and returns at center. No one in net. The shot coming through from Plitz. Wrong foots almost everyone. Schnutz smart enough to stay back after his teammates challenged there. It's exactly what they needed. So again, still doing a good job in defense.
Doing really well so far. They're holding one person back, making sure they always have that net covered, because they've seen time and time again that long shot coming out from Plitz when there is an open net. They know that everybody on the team of Sandcastle is capable of those long shots, and they don't want an easy goal to come through. 1-0 still, and we are halfway through the match. Schnutz got caught on the corner there and ends up working out for him as he gets a random 50-50.
Schnutz again picking up that save, trying to go for the fluke shot over the top, but not enough lift on it. A little bit wide as well. Dumbo there for the clear. Lunchpacker now with the challenge from CJ onto him. Will work out as a pinch out of the field for him. Schnutz returning it in. Dumbo has to play this smart, trying to get it across goal, but Schnutz read that so well, kept up with the ball and just waited for the mistake to be there, took complete advantage of it, and 2-0 now with 2 minutes remaining for the Drongos.
He actually set that up himself as well. Had plenty of time, just put the ball in that corner, and it's a very small corner over there where Dumbo had to run backwards and only had one place to go. Schnutz, from start to finish, got that one and put Drongos in a very commanding position.
Absolutely, as well. That's another save that came out from X-Chorus then. Just goes to show that, you know, as we said, they're leaving that one back in defense. It's Schnutz in goal right now. If CJ gets this touch, Schnutz should rotate a little bit forward more. X-Chorus opportunity there, can't get there in time. It looks like he has no boost. I mean, it goes center either way, but Dumbo will get the clear off the backboard. Plitz now looking for the touch here, but CJ over the top of him. Dumbo now going to be up. Lunchpacker just trying to figure out where he needs to be for this one. A little bit of misplay in the positioning there. The bump onto Dumbo is not going to help out the team either.
Yeah, and you pointed out that X-Core had low boost, and it's a very interesting part of this map that it really favours those fast players, like in Drongos and Plitzinator as well, that use a lot of boost and get to the ball as quick as they possibly can, because there is that extra boost, and they're using that really wisely. They're getting those boost pads really quickly and making up for all of that boost they're using. So 2-0 ahead, and it looks like that will stay the case for the Drongos unless something magic can come out for Sandcastle.
We just saw almost a great pass play as well. Dumbo follows it up after Plitz couldn't get the shot on, gets the shot through in the end. The save comes out. Drongos doing a great job. It's starting to look like they might have it in them to win this game here.
Man, there's a shot on, and that goes in. You say it. They came out with a clutch save, but not on this one, and they're getting caught out, facing backwards in defense quite a few times now as they're trying to turtle. They're holding back, and they're not putting the challenges on, and that's not what they need to do. They need to have someone forward. They can't just sit in their net and hope that they can make a save on any shot. And it's not working out for them. Hopefully they put more pressure on. A great attempt at a 50-50, but CJ reads it perfectly. And Schnutz carries that one away. 15 seconds left on the clock. And the Drongos here just need to hold out.
Absolutely. And as you were saying, they need these big clears like they're getting now. And at least follow it up with one person. The longer you let the opposite team pressure you,
oh, this is a chance.
Eventually the shots come through. Oh, my God.
CJ right at the last moment holds it out for Drongos just in the nick of time. I thought that was a goal coming for sure, but the Drongos are going to tie up this series once again. It looks like this series may just go the distance as both teams are taking one back and forth from each other. The Drongos, again, as soon as they get a small lead, they hold it out. So it seems the strategy for them is that they need that first goal.
Yeah, well, it's not absolutely a requirement because we did see the previous game that they won, they actually did come back from being the goal down and ended up winning 3-2. So definitely the first goal does help them, it seems. I wouldn't put it past Sandcastle to be able to bring it back either in the next game. It honestly would not surprise me at this stage if we do go to this Game 7.
Yeah, it's been incredibly close so far. Apart from that one game where Sandcastle went absolutely nuts, all of the other games have been within one goal. So it's looking to shape up quite a series. Either team just needs to take two more, so it is essentially a best of three. And we are in the kickoff for game number 5, grand final. Again, both of these teams playing for $180 in cash prizes.
That's the first place prize pool, right?
That is 120 for first and 64 seconds. So both of these teams are already guaranteed some money for this the day so far.
It's going to be great news as well for the players. If they win or lose, it's still they're guaranteed $20 each, which I'm sure they'll be very happy with. Almost enough to buy Rocket League again with Yummy Cheeseman.
Yeah, they definitely could. And CJ looking to carry this one away. Manages to just get it forward, but Lunchpacker read it perfectly, and it's just a bit of back and forth as both teams looking to take it into the corner and get this first goal.
Here we go. CJ, the only one back in defense. Lunchpacker couldn't find it past him. Blitz in the air, reading it nicely, gets the touch off the tyres. Lunchpacker's got to come through and stop the challenge coming out from the Drongos to get one cleared. They want to keep up this pressure as much as they can. X-Corys will get it cleared. And Blitz is there, pops it high. X-Corys won't be able to do anything with this. Dumbo puts it into the center. Lunchpacker is there as well, but again, a good time challenge from Schnutz comes out.
Yeah, challenges coming through, and that's the big thing that Drongos do. They get a lot of great midfield 50-50s. A misplay from there, the whiff coming out on that challenge, but they just get away with it. Schnutz at that last second gets it to the side and keeps the score at 0 apiece as X-Core gets a great pass. CJ not able to finish it off. Lunchpacker's defense holding out strong.
That was so close. Sandcastle doing a really good job at countering the plays that Drongos are making. They really want this game, but as you said, there's been so much back and forth, almost 2 minutes in right now. So far, no goals. Opportunity here, but CJ take advantage of Blitz having no momentum forward with his car and gets a flick over the top. Could have been the first goal there, but Dumbo, what a read, gets the epic save, and Blitz will look for the clear now. So much back and forth.
Yeah, it's been a lot of great solo efforts. We've seen some passes come out, some great solo attempts, but nothing has been getting in. Both teams holding in defense as long as they can and trying to wait for their enemies to make a mistake. And it's not coming through so far, but a pass. Again, this is just absolutely insane coming out from Drongos, the brand new team essentially, showing that they already have the team synergy.
Absolutely. You pointed out earlier on that they'd been on, I think it was a 6-month hiatus or something, and they've come back stronger than ever, it seems.
Yeah, they've taken it to every single top team, and I do have to admit that right now, this isn't the Sandcastle we know. They are running essentially 2 substitutes right now who aren't actually even on the team, but they have proven that they are strong. They took out Atletico early in the tournament, so they have to be one of the best teams going, at least in this tournament.
Absolutely. And what is the full core of Sandcastle? It's Dumbo, Amp, and Lucarish? Or?
Yeah, Lucarish. Lucarish was available, but had 1,000 pings, so probably not the best substitute to bring in. Lunchpacker, also from Western Australia, came in instead. And I got to admit, a little bit of a downgrade mechanically, but strategically, he's fitting in great.
Absolutely. Seems to be what Sandcastle might have needed with the past plays, but again, it all comes down to the fact that the Drongos have really read those quite well, especially in defense.
Oh, no.
This is going to be the first goal. Blitz spots the open net and strikes from a long range. Really wasn't expecting this, Yummy.
Yeah, it's not what you want to see. We had a 0 apiece game. It was getting quite close, and I was thinking we might even get into overtime. But
Yeah.
Plitz, once again, patented long goal coming out as soon as he sees an open net. He will take it, and you know that Plitz is always looking at the net. He's such an aggressive player.
Lunch Packer taking the time to tune into the stream as well. He's actually written in chat, feeling a little bit sorry for himself about the comment you made about him while he's playing, so credit to him. Perhaps he could upgrade his mechanical skills if he put more focus onto the game, Yummy.
Yeah, maybe if he played a little bit more, wasn't from OCE, then he'd have a better chance. But right now, he's making a good effort, and I don't know if he is LFT. He's not on a team right now, but he's making a great argument for being put on one.
Absolutely. If anyone's looking for a good passer, as we've been pointing out all game so far, Lunch Packer is one of the best in the business. Fitting in nicely here with Dumbo and Plitz. And again, the pressure onto the Sandcastle net. So far, the Drongos haven't been able to capitalize on the few opportunities they've been given. This could be a challenge, but Lunch Packer there with better positioning and defense will get this one cleared out. They might even just touch it onto the ground here. In fact, they will let it land on the ground. And that'll be the 5th game going to Sandcastle. They're on match point now, and Drongos need 2 back-to-back to win.
Oh, what a match, though. Just went the absolute distance. 0 apiece up until 1 minute remaining, where just a goal, a mistake happened. And that's all it took. One mistake the entire game. The Drongos thought that they had time to go grab a boost, have a little bit of a journey, and that was the difference between the two teams. Neither one truly outshining or outclassing the other in this one. But regardless of that, and regardless of how close it is, Sandcastle do take this one out, and they need to make sure that they close this one out quickly, because the Drongos are looking strong and they could definitely take these last 2 games.
Oh, absolutely. I would not put it past them at all. They've come out with some big upsets so far in the series, but again, so has Sandcastle. Has just been so much back and forth. That last game, a good example of it. Plitz, as you said, the first mistake came out, Plitz took advantage of it.
And there's actually been a huge mistake as well, a massive misplay by Plitz, who in the chat typed "one more, boys," and it's been proven time and time again when you're 1 goal a game away from victory, and you say that in chat or point it out to the camera, it will guarantee that you lose the series. So big misplay by him, as I now expect Drongos will take the comeback.
That'd be very entertaining to see, and I'm sure that the rest of Sandcastle will be blaming Plitz for that. The CJ off the backboard here, just trying to weave around Dumbo, it seems. Has to give it up in the end. A good touch from Dumbo to Plitz. Almost a pass play developing there, but again, the read's not in the best of places there, and also the Drongos positioning able to take advantage of that too.
Yeah, it's been a solid start to this game so far. Both teams not putting anything on and just looking for each other. 2 shots come out from Sandcastle, but both are fairly wide. And one coming out from the Drongos. Another one testing the defense right there, but Schnutz is, of course, up to the task and manages to keep it out.
The good demo onto CJ from Plitz. Schnutz has control, though, with the slow ball through the midfield. And Lunchpack will get that challenge to send it out towards the side. Plitz into the center for Dumbo. Big whiff there. Be CJ over the top now to try and return it into the Sandcastle half. Gonna get that boost grab there up in the air to challenge Lunchpacker. Won't beat him to it. Ball put forward by Lunchpacker for Plitz, who gets it towards Dumbo. Back into the center. We don't see Lunchpacker coming through too early. X-Corez gonna put this one downfield. Lunchpacker goes over the top of CJ. Completely interrupts the pass play that was developing there for the Drongos. We could see something here. Dumbo's there, but CJ with the touch to send it away. Plitz, top left, whiff there from Dumbo. So close to Plitz again. What a save from X-Corez. Lunchpacker onto the post, and they finally get it cleared, Yummy.
I can't believe that happened. It was so close over and over again. The ball just sat in front of the net, and time again, the Drongos just got away in the way enough to make sure it stayed over the top. But that was the tense moment of the game. That could have been the winner for Sandcastle as well.
Absolutely. It was another good pass play developing there, but again, broken down by the Drongos. They were clutch there in defense. I don't think they've got it in them to pull that off again. It's their turn to try and put the pressure on the Sandcastle, in my opinion. They need it right now, Yummy.
Yeah, they need a goal soon, and they need that first goal. If they get that first goal, I'm confident that they will close it out, and there's Schnatz coming through, puts it in the left-hand side, and that's exactly what we were saying. This might be the comeback the rest of the series needed. Schnatz just beating everybody to the ball.
As you said as well, it was off the back of that 2-back, 1-forward play. They're still playing safe in the rotations. And that one's really worked out for them. It wouldn't surprise me if they stick with that. I believe it was CJ who rotated into the net as Schnatz left. X-Chorus was sitting that midfield position should support be needed. And Sandcastle just had no response to it in time. Schnatz taking complete advantage of the position he was. Puts it top left. There's the return shot from Dumbo off the back of the pass from Blitz. Things are opening up now, Yummy.
The ground pass coming out, it just added so much power to this. 142 kilometers an hour from the midfield, and it's the change of direction, the sideways and forward that generated that power and made it just so hard to save. The only way they could have stopped that was to intercept it in the first place.
Absolutely. They're really difficult to do as well. Sometimes, you know, when you're playing up against a team that can play as fast-paced as Sandcastle, it's difficult to put your car in the way in time.
Yeah, and
some whiffs here.
It was an absolute fair dinkum shot. Great plays coming out from the OCE players here. And Sandcastle look to get one more. Dumbo goes wide again. This has been the story of the game as Plitz went a little high on that first one. And now Dumbo to the side. They need to take this one, obviously, to win. But if they lose this game, they have to be on super tilt because they have earned so many opportunities. This is going to go in. Schnatz off the roof and hits the corner. Oh, my goodness, Schnatz. He had the opportunity, but it stays at one apiece. What is this game?
Wow, Dumbo put it out to the high left area as well. Keep it away from net. Smart playing defense from him, but that really should have been the lead there for the Drongos. A minute left, counting down now. Schnatz getting a good read on Lunchpacker, but can't stop it. Blitz takes it forward, but returned in once again. Defense proving strong for the Drongos. It's just been the shots have been off for both teams now. Good opportunity there for Blitz. Squinting at the back of it. Corey's trying to find it past Lunchpacker, but can't do. The instant save comes out. We go Lunchpacker again, looking for the pass to Blitz. Be Schnatz there for the save.
Schnatz just took that way out to the side, made sure that his teammates had some time to calm down and get into better positions because they were caught out a little bit and had no boost. So very smart play, and we've seen this a few times from the Drongos where they make sure that they give each other time and settle their defense each time.
Absolutely. Blitz took perfect control of that ball, tried to pass it across to Lunchpacker, but the challenge came through from CJ in time. Didn't give anyone time to be able to get that ball. Schnatz.
Oh, Lunchpacker! Oh, what a goal by Lunchpacker! The own goal coming out last second by Lunchpacker. Schnatz got the shot on, and Blitz had the save every single time. But Lunch, again, he almost did it earlier, and he finished it off this time. That is going to give Drongos the game. No way that they can come back from this, and you have to be in Tilt Town if you're Sandcastle. What a finish to this one.
Wow. I actually can't believe that that's happened.
Oh my God.
Tucker, you've got to feel for him there. And as you said, that's going to be massive tilt. Having so many close opportunities to get even more goals in this game. Not being able to capitalize with a few wide shots, high shots. Drongos were there in defense 50% of the time. So, again, there really should have been more goals from Sandcastle. And that own goal right at the end is just going to make Lunchpacker feel like a complete fool.
Oh, man, I had to save the replay from that one. There's no way I'm not going back to that goal and just watching it over and over again. Apparently, Lunchpacker in chat has said that he had a lag spike. So perhaps a little bit of, corruption here bit of DDoS coming out from the Drongos, but, innocent until proven guilty as they take it into game number 7. We expected this to go the entire way, and I even had my doubts at multiple points in this series, but they've managed to do it. And hopefully, for the Drongos' sake, they can keep taking advantage of Lunchpacker and his high ping and his spikes. He is from Western Australia, as well as Dumbo. So they are on higher ping than the other players around. And it might be just that ever so slight, that 1/20th of a second edge that could take it out for the Drongos.
I'll tell you what, they'd be very happy with that. And it's going to be interesting to see. I'm going to be watching Lunchpacker closely. He's getting aggressive. Plitz is going to find the first goal. Lunchpacker getting aggressive. If that had been a clear, if Plitz hadn't scored this could have been an open net for Sandcastle. So it's a good thing Plitz was able to put that past Explorers.
This was so important for the team of Sandcastle. They needed that first goal. They need to get ahead. And more importantly, prevent the Drongos from getting ahead. Give themselves that confidence. I think they're going to be fired up now.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
it's not Tilt Town. Maybe it is Next Level Town, as they have got off to a great start. But Drongos don't want to let this through. They need the next goal. They need to tie it up and bring this back to your normal game.
There we go, Lunchpacker letting that bounce off the curb. Schnutz to come over top. Be intercepted here by Plitz. Makes Koros off the sidewall here, puts it perfectly in the center. Schnutz trying to get a redirect or something, maybe even a pass back to Koros, but it kind of went in the middle of both. The shot on from CJ Plitz does not react in time at all. It's just going to go straight into the bottom left portion of the goal.
Wow, this read was really great by CJ. The shot, it had great power, and it was enough to catch Plitz out. He was actually looking to come out and hit that ball himself, a follow-up off that corner. And then just all of a sudden it's behind him, and that's the tied game. This is game 7, and we are looking to have another close game to finish it out. CJ just coming up there to save that last one. And we do see the game slowed down just a little bit by the Sandcastle crew.
Absolutely, and I did say I was going to pay close attention to Lunchpacker. It doesn't seem like he's let it affect him too much. He's not on tilt. There was the net there that he could have taken the shot onto, but instead he did go for the pass play. As you said, very passy player. He's sticking with that. He's not letting the mental game affect him too much. Again, another pop high and won't be followed up by his teammates in time though. CJ forward for Koros up in the air. Lunchpacker trying to interrupt him, gets the bump after the ball has been hit. Dumbo to clear out now. We go Plitz, looking to feed this one forward. Dumbo again trying to support, bit off on that one there. Plitz, could he find the second? What a save from CJ in that top corner.
Yes, just enough to save out there. It was very difficult, managed to do it, and now we see again the defense that comes out from Drongos. Just get behind the ball and get the 50-50, but Plitz, that is a repeat of their first goal, just gets up, puts it slightly over the top, and the defense of Drongos is not able to react in time. Caught out a little bit as well, I would say, by the new corners, the different corners of that Starbase Arc map.
Absolutely, and Plitz proving that he's a very versatile player on this map as well. It's 2 solo players, one each from opposite sides of the goal. So proving that he can go left or right just as easily as each other. Be Lunchpacker now to come forward and waiting for this ball to come down. Wants the power shot off the ground, almost top shelf there. Schnutz getting just enough on it to send it over. I think it might have been far down. We'll never know. Koros,
the pass.
CJ, the pass through. It's going to be, defense will be there in time. Dumbo just trying to interrupt at this stage. Buy his teammates time to get forward and take advantage of the poor positioning from Drongos that was out there temporarily. The challenge from Plitz to send it high. Still in favour here of the Drongos. Dumbo's got a challenge. Koros, good dunk off the backboard here. Schnutz is going to come through just off the top bar. High, as you said. So unfortunate. That was the opportunity to tie it up again.
That was the game 6 by Sandcastle, basically, where they were just going ever so slightly high with every single touch they make, and that could have been the difference of the game. I'm not saying it will be because there is 2 minutes remaining, but that does get into your head. Once you make a miss, you're going to be aiming much lower for the next one, and it might be the difference between an easy goal or a strong goal and one that can get saved. So 2-1 still through to Sandcastle. They are in the lead here in the grand final. Game 7. It all comes down to this. And we are seeing a big one as the Drongos, a great demo from X-Cause, opens up the defense, but Dumbo is going to come out to clean that up.
Nuts, trying to find it past Dumbo. Does so somewhat, but Plitz is in the corner to put it back in. It's just a center pass, Rex Corres, but puts it low and easy for Lunch Packer to save that one out.
That was exactly what we were saying too. Put it low because he was so used to go... Well, he went high on that last one, and it got into his head. He didn't want to go high again, and going low that time made it very easy to save.
We go Lunch Packer to Plitz. And this could be another pass off the backboard here. It should be. Plitz just waiting for Dumbo to shot.
What a shot! What a pass by Corvidae Plitz! Oh my goodness, Dumbo had to have pre-jumped for that. He's up in the air and Plitz hits it straight to him off the backboard. The team play coming out, and these two aren't even on a team.
Wow, and you could see where Lunch Packer was sitting, and he kind of backed off. I called it out. It looked like he's waiting for Dumbo to show up. I didn't think it would have been possible, but what a shot that comes out from Dumbo in the end.
Oh my goodness, that might be the game winner. 1 minute left on the clock, and right now Drongos need to put something on. They're 2 goals behind. They need a goal as quick as possible, and it is looking so hard to do so as Dumbo gets high. CJ puts a shot on, but Plitz comes through at the last moment. Schnutz, the game is getting tense. There's 30 seconds left. Everything on the line as $60 goes to the winner, and, well, sorry, to second, and 120 to the winner. And Lunch Packer has shown up big. He needs to make up for that last game. The shot is on there. The open goal. X-Cause comes through and brings it to a 1-goal game.
Lunch Packer couldn't find it past him, and then a dunk off the back of Blitz's center attempt for Dumbo and Lunch Packer, and all they could do was helplessly chase it back to net as X-Cause gets that shot on the open goal. 21 seconds. 1 goal separates the Drongos from tying it up here.
They need to tie this up. 16 seconds left on the clock. No, Schnutz! Why? Schnutz, he just let that one sail in the top of it. I think he thought it was hitting the side post. Lunch Packer comes in clutch. That is most likely going to seal the deal. Lunch Packer, he gave up that goal in that last one. He came through in this one with some great play, getting that final goal. And I can't see the Drongos doing it. They've done brilliantly all day. They need to get 1 more goal. It doesn't matter. They have done it. They've shown that they can do it. But right now, we have our victors. Sandcastle take it through the entire way. Your winners are Dumbo, Plitz, and Lunch Packer, and they are going home with 120 Australian dollars. Thank you very much to the community who donated. And Renkies, what a way to finish an absolutely fantastic series.
Oh, absolutely. The last shot that came through from Lunch Packer, as you said, Schnutz perhaps thinking that it was post, let it sail right over him. So unfortunate. It looked like Sandcastle might have had it either way, but that 4th goal just to secure it. But the series overall was just so close. A lot of back and forth. Game 6 especially had some very interesting moments, as well as Game 5. So many highlights came. I tell you what, it would not surprise me if a few of the demos in here were, pretty hot contenders to take out the, I believe it's the Jay Cooked Award.
Yeah, the Jay Cooked Award for best demos. They might have not been the best demos in the course of the tournament because we had some absolute fantastic ones, but they were important. They were grand final winning demos, but we saw winners coming out from both sides. The Drongos came through, again, 2nd last seed for the entire tournament, and they came through all the way. They've been playing since 1 p.m. That's 5.5 hours straight of play that the Drongos have been going for, and they were still able to take it to the distance. They showed up big. Sandcastle just showed up even bigger. And hopefully AOE gets a great bit of the cut of that prize. And what an absolutely fantastic day of Rocket League. Well played, and there's a whole bunch of thanks to go out. First off, obviously, thanks to you, Renkies, for showing up here for the grand final and casting with me. Thank you to Wolfie as well for casting both of the semi-finals. We'd been looking to cast together for a long time. It was our first ever cast together, and it was a great experience, a big experience, XD even. As well, thanks to everybody who donated to the prize pool. It was meant to just be a silly $30 prize pool tournament, and it ended up being a silly $210 prize pool tournament. There was no sponsors. It was just individual efforts. And I even had to get to a point where I said, stop the donations. No more donations, please, because there is a charity stream after this. There's other tournaments that are going to be coming out that could use, you know, more cash. And most importantly, I was getting nervous. The prize pool was way too big for anything that I wanted to deal with. It's the first ever tournament that I ever organized, and everybody made it very easy for me, except right at the start, because you guys are terrible at signing up for tournaments, always last minute, and then you like close out and you say, oh, my third player didn't show up. You guys got to sort that out. But otherwise, throughout the tournament, everybody was fantastic. There was no arguments. People got their replays in and they participated and had fun, and that was the whole point. And I will go through the donators. There was myself, $50, as well as Wasted, and Evil NZ. Both showed up with $50. Big thing for them, you know, they don't waste it, I know, especially, you know, he doesn't have a whole lot of money, but he just loves Rocket League. He loves the scene. Same with Evil and Zed. He just wanted to support the scene in any way he can, and so did everyone else. Mrs. Snarf with $20, and Renkies, yourself, put in $20, as well as a most assist prize pool. We will be giving out those prizes, those special individual prizes, later in the day, once we've gone through all the replays and gone over the stats to see who's truly earned the best players. We might even put that to a vote. And then finally,
fact, Yummy, it would probably be better right now if I trade you what I'm contributing towards the prize as well.
yeah, we will definitely do that straight after. There's still a couple more. Jay Cook and Alpha Sydney DOS both dated $10. That's why we have the Jay Cooked award for best demolition. I wanted it to be the best hit the crossbar from 2 meters away, maybe one less meter away, and Plitzinator surely would have gone and won that one, because that is Jay Cook's specialty, but his second specialty is, of course, demolitions and opening up that net. So thank you very much to him. And finally, Overblue coming out with his entire PayPal balance of $9 that he got from winnings from the tournaments. And I think that's a lot of where the money came from too. People from the OC region just taking their winnings from other tournaments and putting it into this one. And hopefully some money from this one will go into the next one, and it'll keep going on. And finally, of course, thank you to